Hello guys and welcome here. So in today's video we are going to talk about the ACCRINT function inside of Microsoft Excel. So to be able to do that, I have created a little table right here which calculates all the elements of a car purchase. So we have our car value right here, which will be $35,000. I've set it up the tax to be 10%, so in this case it's going to be $3,500. So it gives us a total price of $38,000. We will have a cash payment, so before starting the payments. So it's going to be $10,000. So it gives us a loan amount of $28,500. On that loan amount, we will charge an interest rate of, let's say, we'll charge something that makes sense. So we'll say 6%. We'll charge an interest rate of 6%. We'll have a term of 5 years. The start date will be January 2nd, 2025, and the end date will be January 1st, 2030. So the goal here is really to calculate the total interest paid with this function. So the way the ACCRINT function works is pretty simple. So you can just follow me when I write it down. So we'll start by writing down equal, and then we are going to write down ACCRINT. And we can open up our parentheses. So the first step will be to select the issue date. So our issue date will be the start date, which is here. Then after that, when will be our first interest charged? So it's gonna be charged at the same date as the issue date, so January 2nd, 2025. Then after that, we are going to have our settlement. So in this case, our settlement will be the end date, which will be the 1st January 2030. So here we go. Oh, a little mistake on my end. Here we go. So we'll write down our settlement here. Then after that, we are going to have our rate. So our interest rate right here will be 6%. Then after that, we are going to have our PAR, which is the loan amount. So we're gonna select our loan amount cell right here. Then after that, we are going to have our frequency, which is when exactly our loan interest will be calculated. So in this case, we want it to be calculated annually. So if you want it to be annually, you can just select 1. If you want it semi-annually, it can be 2. Or if you want it quarterly, it can be 4. So in our case, we want it annually, so we're going to select 1. Then after that, we are going to select our basis, which is how you want to calculate this, how you want to calculate your interest rates. So let's just select 1 as well right here. And that's it. We can close our parentheses. And then after that, we can run our function. And as you can see, the total interest paid on our $28,500 loan will be $8,540.66 for the whole duration of our loan. If we change the interest rate, for example, so instead of 6%, we write down 3%. There we go. As you can see here, the total interest rate will change to $4,270. If we change, for example, the end date, so instead of a 5-year term, we write down a 4-year term. As you can see, it's changing as well. So as you can see, the smaller the term, the less interest you're going to pay. So if we do it on 8 years, for example, as you can see, we're gonna pay even more interest. So I'll just make it a little bit larger. So here we go. On 8 years, it's gonna be a little bit more. So 7 years, a little bit less. So this is how you can calculate your total interest paid with the ACCRINT function. What's cool also, a use case that we can use it for, we can calculate the total purchase of the total value of the purchase of our vehicle. So how we can do this? So in our case right here, we can just write down total purchase value of the vehicle. So in our case, it's going to be the total price plus the total interest paid. And here we go. Just like that, we know that our vehicle that is worth $35,000 has been paid $44,480 because we had $3,500 in taxes as well as almost $6,000 in interest rates. So this is a good use case that you can use with your, with this function. You can do this for your home, for example. You can do it for a car. You can do it for pretty much any type of loan. So this way you know the real value of the thing that you have just purchased. So it's really interesting to do this exercise if you want to have a good budget. So this is how you use the ACCRINT function in Microsoft Excel. So as always, if you have liked this video, don't forget to leave a like, to subscribe, and see you in another of my videos.